Hello everyone, welcome to our Thursday night card class. Today we are going to be playing with some Brusho because I couldn't wait any longer. I had a little play with it the other day and I thought, nope, I have to reserve our other glossy cardstock technique because I really wanted to show you this stuff because it's awesome. Hi Leanne, hi Lorraine. How you going? I'm just setting myself up as usual on my iPad just so that I can see myself. Yep, there we go. So I can see any comments. Oh, gotta turn my volume down. Okay, I'll just try and prop that up a little bit. Awesome. So just while we're waiting for everyone to come in, just a little bit of what's happening. So I still have my Stampin' Blends class open for the moment. So the class is $89 and you'll get 4 sets of markers. So in the 4 colors, Pool Party, Old Olive, Daffodil Delight and Pink Pirouette. So you'll get the light and dark for each one of them, plus the designer series paper, just add color. And then I will send you the cardstock to finish creating 4 cards plus instructions. So I have that. That is closing on the 17th, so I can order on the 18th. Hi Lois, hi Deb. Okay, so I've got them going on. I have just opened up my Hostess Club at home. Now it doesn't start until January, but I've got it open now for registration, so you can jump in, pop your name down. Groups of 3. The spend each month is $135. And one of those months you will get to be the hostess and you will get to have at least $80 worth of free hostess rewards that you get to pick whatever you like, not me picking. Hey Amanda, hey Jennifer. So those are the 2 things that I've got going on at the moment for coming up. January I'll be starting my Stamp by Mail again, so keep an eye out on my blog from that. Hi Jenny, hi Christina. So keep an eye out for that, and I think that's all I had to share with you about what I've got going on at the moment. I'll pop these aside. So Brusho is coming up in the Occasions catalogue. I've got my catalogues here. I'm sort of semi-organized. All right. I've got Brusho is coming in. Sorry, it's back to front, but it's such a pretty cover. And so Brusho is coming up in here, and our Celebration catalogue. I will be sending these out. Can you believe I was all set the other day? I thought, I've got my catalogues, they're here. I've got my envelopes, I've got all my printer labels, they're all ready. And then my printer runs out of ink. So I whizzed down the street to buy some more. And do you think that I can find that particular ink that I need for my printer in this town? No. So I've had to go and order it online, and now I have to wait for it to arrive before I can post my catalogues out. So I'm a little bit about that, but I'm hoping that Australia Post will be kind and send my stuff to me very quickly. Cross fingers. Okay, so let me swing the catalogue around. Let me swing the camera around so that we can get started on our technique. So let me get my glasses out of the way because I know they will end up being covered. So I'll put them on in a little bit. No, I am not writing out, handwriting all those envelopes. I could probably start, but I'm not going to. Something's on my camera. I don't know whether it's, oh no, it's something different. Okay, so let us swing around. Where's the thingy? Oops, now see, up my nose, just like you want. There we go. Okay, I have got my craft sheet down and I was looking at it the other day thinking, you know, I really should get another one. Now, let me zoom in. So, Brusho, I'm standing up at the moment. Oh, you know what also I need to get? One of those little clip-on microphone thingies for this camera so that I don't sound like I'm miles away. Either that or I've got to just start yelling so you can hear properly. Okay, these are Brusho. We've got 5 of them coming. They are little bottles of colour crystal. I don't even know how to go about pronouncing that, but it is like an orangey colour. So we've got that one. We have got moss green. So, and because they're colour crystals, they're all made up of the primary colours. So the moss green is actually probably a blue and a yellow, one would think, of some kind. What's this one? Peruvian blue. So that's a really beautiful bold blue. And girls who are in my team who are watching this, Gamboge. It's not how it sounds, Christine. So those girls who are in my team who are watching this, sorry guys, but you're going to see this again on Monday night with the team meeting. Yellow, look, that's an easy one. Easy to pronounce. And brilliant red. Hey Kim, hey Joe. Okay, so when you get these, you'll see that there is a lid on them and that you can unbreak that seal. But it is recommended that you don't. It even says in the instructions, poke 2 to 3 holes and seal when not in use. But I have only put 1 hole in mine, and I've put my pin in there. So I've made it a fairly decent hole, and then I'm just keeping that in there because these little babies are quite colourful. You don't need a lot. So I think they're $52 for the 5 of them, but a little bit will go a long way. And because they're primary colours, you can mix them. Gamboge. Yeah. Okay. Now, I've had a little bit of a play, and I'm doing mine. I haven't even tried them with water yet, okay? So they're water reactive. And you would normally spritz on watercolor paper and then sprinkle some on and watch the effect of it. But I am showing you something different today. I am actually going to use shimmery white. Okay, I've got my Teflon craft sheet. I need to be getting myself a new one because it's starting to look a bit haggard. So I'm using Teflon craft sheet. I have got some cling wrap beside me, and I am using starch. Now this whole jar, this whole can of it, set me back a whole $1.60. So I know there's other starch out there. It might be better starch than this one, but heck, it's a good thing for a technique. So I'm going to stand back a little bit. I've got my cling wrap beside me. I'm going to be using Peruvian blue and good old yellow. Now, it's not messy. Look, my fingers aren't even, that's just ink. But I didn't even get messy because I did play with it a little bit beforehand as well. No mess. Awesome. So what we want to do, so I don't know whether there's different grades of starch, but this one seems to be quite foamy. So I've never used starch before because I don't really iron all that much. So let's have a go. So now spray your starch over your card. See, it's quite bubbly. I don't know, I suppose that's normal. Then, whew, she's stinky. Alright, so then I'm just going to pop my take my little thing out, and I'm just shaking on my blue. Okay. Oh. Might want to do this in a ventilated area. And then my yellow, I'm just going to shake on some yellow as well. Yeah, I might do some in the corners. Okay, so obviously depending on how much yellow and blue you put on is going to be how much colour you get. Whew. Okay, and then I'm just going to spray a tiny bit more starch. Chuck that out. Okay, now this is where you need a nice big piece of glad wrap. Look at that, no mess so far. Okay, and you get your glad wrap and you scrunch it up and you spread it around on there. Oh, a tiny little bit of mess. Okay. This has probably got a little bit more starch on it than my previous one. It looks a little bit lighter. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Squash it down And that's it. Now, the hardest part now, it's a powder. The Brusho is a powder and the starch is a liquid. Okay, so that's it. The hardest part now is that you have to actually sit that aside and let it dry for half an hour or so before you pull your glad wrap off. So if you want to come back in half an hour, I can show you what it looks like. Of course I'm joking. Alright, put that aside. So here's one I prepared earlier, and I'll just take that off. And it doesn't look like much from down there, but when I pull it up, I don't know whether you can see all the little, where the glad wrap's been, it's picked up and made awesomely. It's a pity you can't, the camera makes it look different to what I can see. It is really, really vibrant. It's still a little bit damp, so I would leave it overnight before making it into a card, but you can see like up here where the glad wraps changed everything, and because of the starch on the card actually feels different, like it doesn't feel like normal. So, and I don't know whether you can, yeah, you can see the shimmer because I've used shimmery cardstock. You can see all that shimmer going on. So how pretty is that? I'm going to really enjoy making something with that one. Now I did do it, I have to show you, I did do it on watercolor paper as well, and it sort of didn't, it has made all of them, but it didn't, I don't know, I'll show you the two together. I just sort of like, this is the shimmery one, and it's, mind you, it's still a little bit damp, so it's not completely dry, but it, I haven't tried it with glossy. I wondered if it would work with gloss and alcohol, what do you call it? What did I use the other day? Oh, the one with the alligator on the bottom. Isocol. I don't know whether it will react to that as well. I guess anything liquid it would react to, wouldn't it? So, okay, so now you want to obviously see what I have made with it. So let me put that aside as well, because it's all very fun. So these I went and stamped. Okay, I've got a few other little things to show you. This is one of the stamp sets coming in the Occasions catalogue called Beautiful Day, and I loved the butterfly because that was on the front cover. That was on the front cover. I can show you the front cover. That one sold me. I'm not really a big butterfly person, but that card sold me. There's always one, isn't there? So I have used that, and it's actually quite a big stamp as to what is shown on the cover. So that is what I have used for my butterflies, and what I did is I'll show you all of them. These two are pieces that I have taken from the watercolor paper, and hey Deb, so these are taken from the watercolor paper, so I've just embossed with white over the top. Yeah, so they were really pretty. This is left over from, have a look at this bit here. I don't want to throw it away. I'm sure I can manage to use something out of that tiny little bit. That was from the shimmery. Some of it turns out so pretty. So I've got a card ready to go. I haven't stuck it together yet, so because I wanted to show you. See how this one, oh, I just love this panel here and this bit here. All the colours have really worked awesomely together. So let us put this card together because it won't take me too long. I've got to think of how I'm going to do it first. Oh, and my happy birthday comes from another one, which is called Picture Perfect Birthday, and it's just this one here. So there's some good stuff on there. Okay, so what I want to do is I've got, now, because they aren't Stampin' Up! Colours, I have to stand up. I have to do it. I can't see whether you can see. So because the Brusho aren't Stampin' Up! Colour, what you need to do is go to your stash of cardstock and just see which colour works best. with what you've produced. So I found that Dapper Denim worked really well, and Wild Wasabi, I think these two colours worked really well with what I had. I was toying with Night of Navy, but I think that one turned out really well. So I want to put these on a bit of an angle, and all I've done is just I've sponged around my Wild Wasabi. So I'm just going to pop these on an angle. Oops. And I've also got a base of Dapper Denim, and I've sponged around the base with just with Dapper Denim as well, and I've stamped in Dapper Denim. So I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of that. And I should have done all this beforehand, because this is the boring part that you don't really need to see. And I left, can you believe I managed to cut around his antennas? I got to the antennas and I thought, do I cut them off? So hello ladies, Joanne and Kerry. We are playing with Brusho and the effects that we can get from it. Now I'm just going to bring that piece in, because that'll go, oh crikeys, I didn't do that very well, did I? How will I have that? I'll just put it straight. Whoops, sort of didn't go the way I wanted to. Never mind. Maybe I'll put the butterfly on a bit of an angle. Okay, then I've got my sentiment and my old scissors. And okay, so turning around, because this is raised, I'm only going to put, it's probably too much, I'm only going to put dimensionals on the part that will come off, and then this little part here will just have regular tape, because that way it will sit nice and flat with the rest of the card. Hi Kathy, hi Vicky. Okay, so you know what, I should have stuck them on here first, because all my layering is going to be all over the place. Oh no, that looks a bit better. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I should have stuck that on afterwards too. Never mind. Okay, so I've got that going on. Now, see. Now, I was thinking it still needed something else, so I'm thinking about some baker's twine. And I can find the end. Okay, thinking about some baker's twine. Oops, I got my wrong scissors. They don't cut very well. Okay, so I'm just going to tie a boo. So quiet. Okay, so I'm going to tie a bow. Sit right for me, please. Sit right. Okay, and then I'm going to, sometimes it pays to make one in advance so that you know what you're doing. Should I staple it? I was going to staple it. Do you think? Do you think I should still staple it? Let's staple it anyway. Okay, so I've done that, and then I want to raise that whole panel as well. Oh, that starch is making my head spin. Oopsie. Oh, they're down now. Yes, so I don't know who irons with that stuff, but I tell you what, for $1.60, I should open the windows. It'll be giving me a headache. It's like shaving cream when you do the shaving cream technique and you buy the cheap stuff. Oh, headache material. Okay, so I've got my card base, and I'm going to try and line it up so my sentiment is actually straight. Good luck. Get my better scissors. Oh. And cut them up. So there is my first card all done. Lovely. Thank you very much. Right, so there's my first one. Pretty and sparkly. I guess you could put a couple of jewels on there if you wanted to, but because he's got, like, I tried putting him, like, because of the cardstock Dapper Denim, I thought, oh, the Eastern Elegance Designer Series papers would match as well, but because he's got so much going on in him already, I didn't want to take away from all that patterning that's going on in here. So I think that one's pretty. So, and then I thought, well, I've cut 3 butterflies out, but I don't want to cut my last one out. So just have a look at this piece when you get up close. At first I didn't like all these speckles where they didn't dissolve, but now I'm actually really quite liking it. So I think that is really pretty as well. It's sort of picked up different types of blends. So this one's pretty much going to be very, very similar. So I want to, how do I want to do that? I'm never good at putting things down on wonky angles, you know. So I never know how to do it. So if anyone knows a good way on how to put things down. Now what was I doing? I was doing white first. White on top. Oh, God. I lose my hair. Okay. So which way did I do last time? I went that way, didn't I? Maybe I'll go this way. I don't know. We'll just put it down and see what happens. Making me feel a little high. Okay, so this one will go, oh, I don't know. Look at all that pretty colour in the back too. So if I pretend that I'm putting my cardstock down, and then if I go something like, oh dear, I've really gone the wrong way. If I do something like that, and then maybe like that. I don't know. Maybe something like that. See? And then now I can put this one completely up. So, don't need the green behind it. Just do the white and the blue. Oh, now I've lost it again. There we go. All right. I'm hopeless with layering. All right, stick you down like that. Now we need another, where have I put my, oh, there it is. Losing things. Okay. So they'll be same but different. And then, oh, I better not forget to show that too, because I thought, when I was rummaging through my shimmery cardstock, because you know you always have a pile of stuff that you started once and then never finished. I found some other cards that I had started, and I thought, wow, this would be cool if you did this special technique, this special drawing thing over the top of all of this. If you did this softer, this technique a bit softer in colour, then this other thing would look pretty cool. So I'm just going to staple that one on. And once again, so they're pretty simple cards. They don't take a huge amount of time. The most time consuming part is just waiting for that that background to work. So thanks, ladies. I'll show you before, because I know some of you are coming in late, so I will show you what I started with just before we duck out so that you can see what I've made. Okay, so make sure that's all straight. Now I'm going by my sentiment, so everything else can just go where it goes. There we go. Trim up. It's a little bit wonky. So there is my second card. So there they are. Pretty cool. Love this technique. I don't even know whether I'll bother using water with these brushos, because I'm loving that so much. But these are the other cards that I thought, how cool if you did these and then, oops, sorry, just hit the camera, and then made these things over the top of them, like, oh, thank you, and all the hearts coming down. I'm bowing. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you did this type of drawing over the top of that type of background? I thought, man, that would look so cool. And I can't remember how I did them. I did do a video on them. I'll have to go and dig it out again. But they're all, that one would be really cool over the top. And if you had a white pen, that would be awesome over the top as well. So I'll have to go and figure out how to do them again. But for those who are coming in a little bit late, we're playing with Brusho and Starch. So, and for those who are watching on YouTube, then I guess the technique is finished. But for those coming in late, then that was on watercolor paper, that was on shimmer. And we just laid down some starch and then sprinkled our Brusho on top. And then, actually this is probably getting to the point where I can peel it off a little bit and see what sort of thing we're going to get. So, oh wow, check that one out. Hang on, oh, the big reveal. Where am I going to put that? Oh, I don't think I need that. And look, I didn't even get really messy. So, check that out. So this one, I've put more yellow in with it. And that one is going to dry up really nice. So it's just all, and each time you do one is going to turn out so different. So this is blue and yellow, so I would definitely, oh, it does look like stained glass, I know, especially with that particular stamp set. So, I do say though, if you're going to be spraying that stuff around, do it with an open window, because my head is pounding. Things we do for art, hey? Look at the sparkle in it too. It's almost like it's really brought out the sparkle. It's pretty cool. So I would, I'm just putting these aside to dry a little bit more. So that was with the blue and the yellow, but I would definitely try maybe the blue and the orange. That'd give you purples, I think. Obviously the red and the yellow, or the orange and the yellow, and even the yellow and the green might that green is quite a muted green. It's not a bright green. So the yellow in there might actually brighten that up. And I did actually, I think it was this one on the watercolor paper, I did actually use the moss instead of yellow. So you can see that that is more of a dirtier yellowy green. So that is it. I am done. Let me shift that out of the way so I can bring these back in for one last little look. So, love them. Here's my other two butterflies on watercolor paper. Love them too. I love these ones more though. So now I need to actually practice them with actual water and see what sort of looks I can get for that. And I definitely prefer the shimmer paper. I think because it's smooth, and this is like got the texture in it. Although the starch seems to smooth a fair bit of it out, but it just doesn't. It gives it a little bit different look. So there we have it. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I think we'll, when's Christmas? Christmas is on a Monday, isn't it? We might be able to even just continue through, unless we go camping, then I will be able to continue in our regular Thursday night slot. So thanks very much for joining me, and look forward, definitely put these Brushos on your wish list if they're easy to bypass in the catalogue, so definitely make sure you write them down and keep a lookout for them in the catalogue. Girls who are in my team who are coming to training on Monday night, you'll be getting to see this again. So, oh, hang on a minute. Does that mean I have to make the whole cards again? Maybe I'll just show them to you. So thanks very much for joining me, and we will see you again next week. Bye.